Ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful friends, I want to take a moment to speak to your heart. You might be feeling like you're in the middle of a storm, like every door is closing, and you're standing there wondering if it's worth it to keep going. Let me tell you something, don't quit. I know that sometimes when we're stuck in the middle of our journey, it feels as if nothing is changing. Maybe you're facing challenges that seem too big to handle, or your dreams feel like distant stars that you just can't reach. But here's the thing, change is happening. Even when you can't see it, there is a new chapter on its way to you. It may not come in the form you expect, but it's coming and it's closer than you think. Change can be uncomfortable, and growth often comes from those uncomfortable moments. We fear the unknown, but the unknown is where the magic happens. Imagine for a moment that everything you've gone through, the struggles, the pain, the failures are not signs to stop, but signs that you are about to level up. Strength is built in adversity. It's when you face those hardest moments that you discover how deep your roots truly go. Yes, it's hard to keep moving when you don't know what lies ahead. But here's what I want you to understand. Patience is not just about waiting, it's about believing that something better is coming, even when it seems far away. There is a greater plan unfolding, a chapter waiting to be written with your name on it. So when fear tries to paralyze you, when doubt creeps in, remember this: don't be afraid of the unseen. The most beautiful chapters of your life have yet to be written. Keep your heart open and trust in the process. And listen, you're stronger than you think. Every time you get knocked down and rise again, you are growing. Your strength defines you. Every single time you choose to get up, even when the world tells you to stay down, you are proving that there's something inside you that cannot be broken. Now, I want you to think about this. Hope is the fuel that will carry you through. Hope is what keeps us going, even when the road seems endless. Hope is that little voice inside you that says, this too shall pass. There is something beautiful ahead. And let me tell you that hope, it's real. Hold on to it. Finally, as you wait for this new chapter, celebrate every little step forward. You don't have to wait for the big, life-changing moment to acknowledge your progress. Every small win is important. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. And those victories add up to something magnificent. So I say to you today, don't quit. I promise you a new chapter is about to unfold, and it's going to be better than anything you've ever imagined. Trust the journey. Keep moving forward. The best is yet to come. Change is an inevitable part of life, and although it can feel overwhelming or uncomfortable, it is often the very thing that propels us forward. We may find ourselves in situations where everything feels uncertain or where the path ahead seems unclear. But change is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's through change that we grow, evolve, and discover new strengths we didn't know we had. Sometimes the discomfort of change is simply the process of shedding the old to make way for something better. Even when it feels like the ground beneath us is shifting, it's important to remember that we are capable of adapting and thriving in new circumstances. By welcoming change with an open heart, we create the space for transformation and the possibility of new opportunities. Patience is often seen as just waiting, but in reality, it is much more than that. It's the quiet strength to endure in times of uncertainty, to trust that things are unfolding as they should, even when the results are not immediate. In a world where everything seems to happen instantly, patience teaches us to slow down and allow the process to work its course. It's about having faith that what we are waiting for will come at the right time. The power of patience lies in its ability to keep us grounded, to help us remain focused on the long-term vision, even when it feels like progress is slow or non-existent. It's about learning to be comfortable with the waiting, knowing that this space is part of our growth. Through patience, we develop resilience, learn to manage our emotions, and deepen our trust in the journey, knowing that great things take time to come to fruition. Patience is not passive, it is an active force that enables us to keep moving forward, one step at a time, until we reach our destination. Struggles are often seen as obstacles we must overcome, but they also carry with them incredible opportunities for growth. In the midst of hardship, when everything feels like it's falling apart, we are often unaware that we are building something stronger inside of us. The challenges we face push us beyond our comfort zones and force us to tap into reserves of strength that we may not have even known existed. It's in these moments of adversity that we find our true resilience, the ability to stand tall, even when we feel like we can't go any further. Each struggle teaches us something new about ourselves, how to persevere, how to be resourceful, and how to keep moving forward despite the odds. Though it's difficult to see in the moment, struggles shape our character and mold us into more capable, compassionate, and determined individuals. The discomfort and pain that come with facing struggles are not signs of failure, they are the building blocks of inner strength. In overcoming them, we emerge not just unscathed, but more powerful, equipped with the tools to handle future challenges with confidence and grace. Trusting in the journey means surrendering to the process, even when the destination seems far away or unclear. It's about accepting that life doesn't always unfold according to our plans, and that's okay. The path we walk may twist and turn in unexpected ways, leading us down roads we never imagined, but every step along the way has its purpose. When we trust the journey, we let go of the need to control every outcome and instead allow ourselves to be guided by the experiences and lessons we encounter along the way. We recognize that each moment, whether joyful or painful, contributes to our growth. Even when the road ahead seems uncertain, trusting in the journey means having faith that we are heading in the right direction and that everything we need will be provided at the right time. It's about believing that each step, no matter how small, is bringing us closer to where we are meant to be. Trusting the journey is not about having all the answers or knowing exactly what lies ahead, but rather about having the courage to move forward with confidence, knowing that life has a way of unfolding exactly as it should. Letting go of fear is one of the most liberating actions we can take, yet it's also one of the hardest. Fear often acts as a protective mechanism, holding us back from stepping into the unknown, but it can also keep us trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and inaction. When we allow fear to dominate our thoughts and decisions, it limits our potential and keeps us from pursuing the things that matter most. Letting go of fear doesn't mean we won't feel afraid anymore. It means we stop allowing fear to control our lives. It's about acknowledging fear's presence and choosing not to let it dictate our choices. When we release fear, we make space for courage, for possibility, and for growth. It's the willingness to move forward despite the uncertainty, to take risks even when the outcome is unknown. Letting go of fear means trusting in our own strength, knowing that we are capable of handling whatever comes our way. By confronting our fears head-on, we discover that they often aren't as powerful as we once believed. We begin to see that the life we want, full of opportunity and fulfillment, is on the other side of fear, waiting for us to step into it. The more we let go of fear, the more we realize that we are capable of achieving things we never thought possible, and that we are in control of our own destiny. New beginnings often arrive when we least expect them, sometimes in the form of a shift, a change, or even a challenge that we initially resist. At times, we can feel as though we're stuck in a place of uncertainty or frustration, unsure of how to move forward. But it's important to remember that these feelings don't last forever. Often, when it feels like things are falling apart, they are simply making room for something new to enter our lives. A new beginning doesn't always mean an overnight transformation. Sometimes it's a subtle shift that takes time to reveal itself fully. These beginnings are full of potential and promise, even though they may require patience and trust as we navigate through them. When we let go of the old and open ourselves to the possibility of new opportunities, we allow space for fresh starts, renewed energy, and unexpected joys to enter our lives. New beginnings are not just about starting over, they're about starting better, learning from the past, and carrying those lessons forward. We may not always see the exact shape they will take, but the key is to stay open and trust that they are on their way. Every ending, no matter how difficult, can serve as a gateway to a new chapter. When we embrace the idea that new beginnings are near, we are not only allowing ourselves to step into the future, but also to grow into the person we are meant to become. The best part is that these new beginnings are often closer than we think. and all we need to do is remain open and hopeful as they unfold. The unseen often carries with it a sense of mystery and uncertainty, and that can be a source of fear for many. It's the unknown, what we can't predict or control, that tends to make us anxious. But here's the truth: the unseen is where all possibilities exist. It's the place where our dreams, our hopes, and our potential are waiting to unfold, even if we can't see it yet. It's easy to fear what we cannot grasp, but what if the unseen holds something far better than anything we could imagine with our limited vision? Often, we are afraid of the journey because we don't know what lies ahead, but we fail to realize that sometimes the beauty of life is hidden in the things we cannot see. The unseen is not a void, it's a space of possibility, a place where we can grow, learn, and evolve. When we stop fearing the unknown and start embracing it, we open ourselves to new opportunities that we might have overlooked if we were focused only on what we can see and understand. Trusting the unseen means having faith in the process, even when the next step isn't clear. It's about knowing that sometimes the universe or life itself is unfolding in ways that are bigger than our immediate understanding. We don't need to have all the answers. All we need to do is take the next step forward, trusting that the unseen will eventually reveal itself in ways that will bring us closer to our purpose. So rather than being afraid of what you can't see, remember that it is often the unseen that holds the greatest opportunities for growth, transformation. Our strength is not defined by the moments when things are easy or when everything falls into place. True strength is revealed in the moments when we face adversity, when life challenges us, and when we feel like we're at our breaking point. It's in those times that we discover the depth of our resilience and our ability to push forward. Strength is not just about physical endurance, it's the emotional and mental fortitude to keep going even when the odds seem insurmountable. It's the courage to rise after every fall, to keep dreaming after every setback, and to continue fighting for our dreams no matter how tough the journey may be. What defines us is how we respond to these moments, whether we choose to give in or to tap into our inner power. Each challenge we face adds layers to our character and shapes who we are becoming. In every moment of struggle, we are being refined and redefined, building a stronger foundation for our future. When we realize that our true strength lies in our ability to endure, to adapt, and to persevere, we become unstoppable. Strength is not about being invincible, it's about knowing that even in our most vulnerable moments, we have the capacity to stand tall, to overcome, and to keep moving forward. Our strength shapes our journey, and ultimately it defines who we are, not just in the easy times, but in the hardest ones too. Hope is a powerful force that can ignite change, even in the darkest of times. It's the spark that keeps us going when everything else seems uncertain or out of reach. Hope isn't just a feeling, it's a mindset, a belief that things can and will get better, even when we can't yet see the way forward. It's the quiet voice that whispers, "Keep going," when the world seems to be telling us to stop. Hope fuels resilience, giving us the strength to keep rushing through obstacles, setbacks, and challenges. It encourages us to take that next step, even when we don't know what lies ahead. When we hold on to hope, we tap into a well of energy that propels us to take action, to move toward the future with the belief that it holds something better. It's hope that gives us the courage to face fear, the determination to keep trying, and the vision to see possibilities when others might only see limitations. Hope serves as a catalyst for transformation, driving us to not just dream, but to work toward those dreams. It makes us believe that change is possible and that we have the ability to create it. Even in moments of uncertainty, hope can guide us toward a brighter future, reminding us that every setback is simply part of the journey, not the end. When hope is present, we become more than survivors, we become creators of our own destiny, moving forward with purpose and a belief in what's to come. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of big goals, always looking toward the next milestone, the next achievement. But in doing so, we often overlook the small wins that are just as important. These little victories are the building blocks that make up the larger picture of success. They are the moments that keep us moving forward. Even when the big goal feels far out of reach, celebrating small wins is a powerful reminder that progress is not always linear and that at every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. These wins are the evidence of growth, of effort, and of perseverance, whether it's completing a small task, overcoming a minor obstacle, or simply staying committed to the journey. Each small win deserves recognition. When we celebrate these moments, we reinforce the positive behaviors and actions that lead to bigger successes. It's about acknowledging the hard work and determination that went into those smaller steps and understanding that they are just as significant as the larger achievements. By celebrating small wins, we cultivate a mindset of gratitude and appreciation for the progress we've made, no matter how insignificant it might seem at the time. These celebrations also help build momentum, creating a sense of accomplishment that encourages us to keep pushing forward toward our bigger goals. When we take time to honor the small wins, we remind ourselves that success is a series of steps, not a single leap. And in the end, it's those small, consistent wins that make all the difference.